Joe's Adventure.
His fast gun for hire heeds the calling wind.
This is High Noon and welcome! Are you prepared to draw? I hope so! And I don't mean any of that liver-lizzied, gun-slinging stuff. And I don't mean any of that arty stuff. I'm here to do that. Yous all will just draw together, become family, friends, help each other, support each other, all that stuff. This is a place to have a good old time, friends and frolic, and all that stuff. Okay? This is it.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody today? Hope we are doing good. No, I will not be right back because I am right here. Let's scrunch this a little. Oh, got the wrong thing on. Haha. Flip Studio. There we go. And dynamic thing. Rodent. Because we will be drawing dynamic rodent today. We interviewed Gifford Roberts the other day on my channel on Wednesday about his book. So I hope people enjoyed that. If not, I actually need to put a link in the description to go check that out. Well, need to for both the video, the interview, and for his book over on the social Indie Planet. So with all that said, let's see. Yeah, we got it up there in the corner that everybody can see. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna make a folder and call it reference. Reference. Because I'm gonna take all these reference photos that are there. And I take them off. Okay, we need to put them all on individually. And if we need the room, we can take them all off at once. And if we need to, we can go in and take them off. So this is involving drawing like a 9-year-old kid. I am not good at drawing kids. You know what? That's the other reference I should have got too. Hopefully this doesn't look bad. Looking up 9-year-old kid. 9-year-old kid. Or I should be more accurate, boy, because okay, I like this one. Let's copy. And this is just for reference, of course. Let's go back into our reference. Okay, so we need to make this reference a bit smaller because it's taking up most of our you know what, let's cancel this and redo that because we want to make sure we're scaling this, keep same aspect ratio. Okay. So we'll apply that. Okay. So now I guess we'll get our first. There we go. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll take the pose that's here and we'll keep it, similar. Try and do everything similar. Okay, I'm liking this, but it's not getting what I want here. So let's add another layer here. Hello. Well, we had somebody in here for a second. Possibly John. Hello. Yeah, it is John. How are you today, John? Yeah, well, you're probably just close to getting up, or about to being 9 o'clock, just after 9 there. Okay, so you're up a little earlier then. Oh, lovely. Yeah, well, the thing is, you get them off to school. Back in your day, you got your. Oh, I was gonna say you got yourself ready and went to school. Forget about the adults. Yeah. Yeah. Well, then again, I guess I was gonna say 5 might be a little early to go to school by themselves, but I remember grade 1 going to school by myself, and I had to walk a few blocks. I had to walk, I don't know, 20 minutes to get there, especially as a kid. At least 20 minutes. Yeah, and yeah, yeah. Well, I am, of course. Yeah. I'm not sure whether I did in grade 1 or not. Or I mean kindergarten or not. I don't think so. But grade 1, I'm no, I did. It's a wonder you didn't go back to bed after getting home. Uh, 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 yeah, I know. Well, I walked to school even in grade 1 by myself. Like I said, not kindergarten, but well, I'm not sure about kindergarten. I don't think so, but I could probably ask my mom. Uh, I wasn't lucky enough to have a brother. What's it? What? Yeah, it might have been my internet because I was at 0 kilobytes for a few seconds on that thing. I paused my VPN, and usually when I pause my VPN, that helps. Yes. Okay. Well, no, nothing interesting. Some stickers that he gave me with them fell out, but I picked them up and showed them off. I've got book 1 and 2 he gave me, and I am going to be doing it. I'm like about halfway through it. I'm going to end up reading the rest half tomorrow, and probably do a review, put up a review sometime next week on it. Hey, Tree Goblin. Tree Goblin is in the chat. Yeah, yeah, I did. I got John Dillard with me, Tree Goblin. Actually, I should make sure people can hear John. You want to talk for a sec, John? Just want to see whether this bar goes up. No.
Wouldn't you agree, Rick?
I think it falls in the cities too. But then again, I guess more.
I mean, it does fall everywhere. It falls in the oceans. It falls in Portugal, next to Spain. But primarily in the plains is where.
Yeah, I could see that possibly. And everybody can hear you now.
That's great.
All right. I meant to do that a couple minutes ago. Check to make sure people can hear you. Tree Goblin says, I'm going to go get a beer. Good for you, Tree Goblin.
Unlike Rick Piper, I am not going to condone or say that it's good that you're drinking this early in the morning.
Well, I don't know where Tree Goblin lives. He could live in...
That's true, you don't.
He could live somewhere over in England or Europe, and it'd be a lot later in the day. And well, it's 9 o'clock where you are. He could live where I am, and it's noon at least, or my time zone, I should say. Tree Goblin says, "Hello, Dillard."
What's up, Tree Goblin?
He says,
share this link out.
He says it's 5:18. So I believe he would be over in England then. Unless
that
that's
means that he lives in Hawaii.
Captain Infinity says it's 4:20 here. Unless it's AM, he means AM instead of PM. I presumed. Oh, Captain Infinity says it's 4:20 AM there. Bristol, England, says Tree Goblin. I can't see Finity's chats. Laugh out loud, says Tree Goblin. Well, I don't know why you can't see them. Maybe Captain Infinity has you blocked, or you have Captain Infinity blocked. I don't know. I'm not going to judge. Unlike Dillard trying to judge you because he thought you were drinking at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Drinking is appropriate for 9 o'clock p.m. to 2 o'clock a.m. only.
Banned, blocked, the shame.
So did you watch this video about this very, very crazy-eyed white lady in Hawaii talking about, like, nobody's helping us in her 2,000 square foot apartment with air conditioning and the fan?
No.
Did you watch that, Rick? It's hard to feel sorry for this lady.
No.
She's saying people are volunteering. People are using their own resources. People are donating their time. They're taking their spare boats to help run supplies to other people. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, you guys got spare boats. What a bunch of assholes.
Yeah. I didn't see that, but yeah. Sounds very infuriating.
What are you doing with your spare boat, Rick? Are you helping out Hawaii?
Spare boat? I'd have to have a boat first. A real boat, another boat, like I'd have to have a boat to have a spare boat.
Oh yeah.
Then that would mean I'd have at least 2 boats. Because if you have 2 boats, do you necessarily have a spare boat? Well, if you have one boat, do you have a spare boat? Is that a spare boat?
Are you asking yourself questions, or are you asking me questions?
Myself.
Or are you riffing right now? Are you doing a bit? Is that what you're doing?
A bit of all of it. Like, I'm asking you, me. It's sort of rhetorical at the same time. People can answer if they want. I'm not gonna.
Rick, I had a dream last night, and it was a very crazy dream. It was a very inappropriate dream. It involved a lot of cheating on my wife, murder involving,
Yes.
There was a lot of murder in it. There was a lot of sex and nudity in it. A lot of very, very ultra gore.
Sounds like drawing the Buckler Canadian Hustle getting to you.
It might be. What do you do with those kinds of dreams? Do you just shake them off? Because it was so vivid, and I still have the story in my head. I wonder if I should write it down.
Sure, why not? Can't hurt. Although I'm not sure your wife would appreciate it.
Well, I talked to her about it. As soon as I woke up, I was like, hey, you never believe this dream I had. Which is why I remember it, because if I don't talk to somebody about it, or if I don't write it down, I'll forget it.
Yeah.
But as soon as I got up, I woke her up and we discussed it.
Captain Infinity says, I'm locked out of Twitter, so my hands are tied. Well, I don't think Twitter has anything to do with him not seeing you here. But, that's between you two. Tree Goblin says, I'm looking after 4 kids later, laugh out loud. Tree Goblin says, I'm sending my helicopters to Hawaii. Captain Infinity says, a spare boat? Bit? And Tree Goblin puts some sort of explosion and a gun or water gun or something in the chat. Emojis.
That's probably something about a space laser. People are claiming the fires in Hawaii were created by Jewish space lasers.
Oh, idiots!
I mean, obviously they're Afghani space lasers. Rick?
Yeah? Yes? John?
I was watching some stuff about the kind of weaponry the U.S. military has. The kind of weaponry that we know about.
Yeah.
Right? Very, very advanced stuff. And I mean very advanced. Missiles that are guided through GPS and lasers and ground and satellites that can be, modified. Their trajectory can be guided to the nearest inch. And very, very late in its deployment. I mean, I'm talking 4 seconds before impact, it can change direction and actually not impact and go somewhere else.
Yeah.
4 seconds before it hits. Tremendously powerful stuff. Satellite networks that can actually intercept foreign missiles. Things that can heat up the exterior of a missile so much to the point that while in flight can disable it.
Yeah.
Do you think that we have lasers we can shoot from space?
I'd say it's
Because
definitely.
these are just the things that we know about, you know?
Yeah. I would say it's definitely
There's
possible.
a reason why we're not allowed. Go ahead.
I'd say it's definitely possible. But you're gonna say there's a reason we're not allowed to go to space? I believe.
No, I mean there's a reason we're not allowed to know about our top secret military stuff. Then it would be known worldwide, right? So I understand the whole reasoning behind something being top secret. It's kind of like, of course, right?
Yeah.
But how far do you take the top secret stuff? I've never understood. Is there a threshold to something being top secret?
I think there probably is, but I don't know what it is. And then what what would I, as a layman, probably consider maybe that? I'm not sure offhand. Tree Goblin said, it's obviously Jewish space lasers. Captain Finity says, oh, but they are linked, Rick. I got unblocking information sent to my Twitter. So Elon is ruining everything. And I think Tree Goblin grabbed a different account of his and said, hello, Finity. Tree Goblin says, Captain Finity says, Tree Goblin. And Tree Goblin says, Jewish space lasers are real!
It's very strange. And then, like, you know, people like to talk a lot of stuff, like, especially when it comes to regular old guns, right?
Yeah.
Like, realistically, if you were to be engaged in some sort of firefight, and you had a gun with, let's say you had the exact same gun, the M4 carbine, right? Let's say you had the M4 carbine that the military uses, some portions of our military. The only difference between ours and theirs is that they have the ability to switch theirs to full auto, right?
Yeah.
The civilian version is a semi-automatic, which is basically every time you pull the trigger, a round goes off.
So basically, as fast
And
as
I
you
always
can pull
thought to
the trigger.
myself- Yeah. Well, as fast as you can acquire a target, hold it steady and pull the trigger, right?
Well, you could just
You
not
might-
even
you might
acquire.
get a-
You could
you
even
might
not
get a
even.
kill.
Yeah, you could not even acquire the target and just keep pushing the trigger as you go. You know, back and
You can
forth,
also
or
not pull the trigger. There's a lot of options, but what I'm talking about, right,
yeah,
is, you know, there's a reason why the military has the capability to go full auto. Because if you ever fired a gun full auto, I have, it's tremendously wasteful. You run out of ammo before you even can blink. You're like, damn it, so much ammo. That was so expensive. And you don't hit what you're aiming at. You know.
or not very well anyway.
Like, for instance, you could stop correcting me for 1 second. You know, we fired this gun. It was one of those old. This is back in the 90s. Every now and then they have a bunch of surplus weapons, right? Like right now they have the. What's really popular at like the Big Five sporting goods, the Turners all across the country are the. These surplus Russian guns that everybody's they use the same ammo, the 7.62 by 59, whatever. But the ones that were really popular when I was in high school were the SKS.
Yeah,
And they had this you could call it a feature, or you could call it like a defect, where occasionally 2 rounds would go off, one right after another. You know, you pull the trigger and one goes pop, and then immediately pop, one comes right after it. So you get that real quick. Full auto, almost. There was a modification you can make to those guns if you had yourself a nice little bench vise and a file and a little know-how, where you could make the gun go full auto. And if you had a large enough magazine, you know, you can get 30 rounds of full auto, right? This is before the 10-round magazine law.
Yeah.
And holding it down and firing 30 is exhilarating. But the whole thing lasts maybe 5 seconds.
Yeah. I can believe
And
that.
very unwieldy. Very unwieldy, hard to control.
So
You know,
not
people think, oh, that's not a big round. This is a big round. You know, like, no. Once you get to, like, you know, the hunting rounds, they're all pretty beefy and they all have a pretty significant amount of recoil.
so it's not like in the movies you'd say where you just see somebody holding the gun and did back and forth.
Nah. But let's say you put a 5-gallon bucket of paint, a big bucket of paint, right? About 30 yards out. That's about, you know, 90 feet away. That's a pretty big distance, right?
Yeah.
Odds are, if you pointed your gun and you shot at that 5-gallon bucket of paint, you are likely to hit it with your first shot and none of the rest.
Okay.
If you're full auto. To hit the bucket once. But, and that's like, it's very, number one, it's not smart, right? It's not smart to waste ammo. Because
Yeah.
if you're in some sort of a military situation, you only have what you have with you.
Yeah.
So why the full auto?
I guess for a bigger target than a paint bucket. Not that, you know, a lot of targets that you're shooting at are bigger than a, you know, paint bucket. You know, shooting at a tank, yeah, it's bigger, but if you're shooting at a person, not really that much bigger. Well, it's bigger in some ways, but not, I think, in any way that really matters.
Like,
You
think
might-
about it this way, because full auto guns, right? When you have full auto capability, it's a it's a mental thing. It's psychological warfare,
Yeah,
and it's very, very effective. Now, let's say, for instance, you have a whole bunch of people. There's a whole crowd of people you want to mow down, right? Or a whole wall of soldiers coming at you from a trench. It doesn't really happen anymore. Then full auto can be very effective at dispatching mass formations.
yeah,
But that's not normally what happens. So what it is, it's that normally it's used for cover fire. You and your unit want to move somewhere, so you want to focus fire on a large area that the other soldiers are in, so that they in turn take cover, so you can move, right? And two people with, you know, just saying, you know what, I'm putting in a clip and I'm going full auto. I'm putting in a clip, I'm going full auto. That's basically putting 60 rounds downrange. That's the equivalent of having like 20 people firing at the same time, you know?
yeah.
And it terrifies people.
Yeah. Captain Finity says, I'm so excited. Well, I should say, he said it's kind of nice having no Twitter. I was wasting time on there. He says, I'm excited about going to print next week. Good practice for the comic. He says, a tank? You'll need a man pad for that. A man pad? Well, I'm just saying you'd hit it several times. I'm not saying you'd do any damage. Just drop cluster bombs. Overwatch. Gotta have Overwatch. Says Captain Finity. And he says, get on that, Biddy. But yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, it's, full auto. Like you said, it's like having 20 people firing at the same time. I guess that would be good for crowd, like you said, crowd stuff and all that. Or an army coming at you, but very rarely are people going to have, an infantry coming at them nowadays.
Like, imagine you're in your room right now, right? And in your hand, let me tell you why it's all psychological. In your hands, you know that they're coming for you. The Chinese are coming for you, right? They're gonna put you in a camp. You're gonna work the rest of your life as a slave until you die of starvation.
Yeah.
They're coming for you. Or they'll just put you in jail. Or they might just kill you. You don't know. But what you do know is that the outcome's not going to be good.
Yeah.
And in your hands, you have a rifle, a hunting rifle. A bolt-action hunting rifle. Big one. 30-06. Big bore.
Yeah.
Take down a moose. But it's a single-shot bolt-action rifle. You have 5 rounds in your internal magazine. So you got 5 shots.
Yeah.
Then you hear it coming from outside over a bullhorn. Whatever Chinese they're talking, right? And then through your wall, boom, 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 like 4 bullet holes go through your wall, right? You kind of take cover on the floor. You're like, oh, damn it, what do I do? Or, second scenario, exact same thing, but you hear just this roar of, right? And your entire wall is riddled with 40 holes.
Yeah.
Psychologically, the jig is up. When you see those 40 holes, you're like, I am completely outmatched, outgunned. Nothing I can do. I better surrender. As opposed to when you see like 4 holes appear, you're thinking in your head, maybe there's a back way out of here. Maybe I can get out of this situation.
Yeah.
Maybe I can fire back. But in the scenario 1 and scenario 2, it's the exact same soldiers, but they just switch theirs to full auto. It's the intimidation. It's the psychological thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You definitely, would get psyched out a lot more. Wondering, can I get out of here with the 40 holes? Is there anywhere I can hide? But then, they're running out of ammo faster that way, as you sort of put earlier.
Well, you're not thinking that. You're thinking, I'm outgunned, I'm outmatched.
Yeah. Captain Finney says, I might have to go live on the hour just to spite Scotty and Jill.
Ah, the old spite stream, eh? Then there's one point. There's one instance where you can having a lot of ammo and being able to go full auto is beneficial to single fire, and that's when you're in an airplane.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be able to lay down a line of ammo, following your, leading your target. Lay down a line of ammo in the sky and hope that one of those bullets hits it, you know?
Yeah. Also, it can give cover fire that way for people that you might be rescuing. People are less likely to come out when bullets are just flying everywhere. And they know they're aimed at them.
Well,
Captain Finity says spite is extremely underrated as a work motivator.
It is underrated. I think that's the whole, people say that when you're motivated by spite, that it speaks to your level of maturity. I don't believe that's true at all.
Well, it
I
might
believe that you could be completely.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
You finish your statement. I know what I was going to say, so. I just didn't realize you were done, John. All I was going to say is, it might speak to the level of your maturity, but if you don't care about that, it's like Captain Finity said, it's a great motivator too. Captain Finity says, I just expanded my time travel explanation 20 pages to spite Tony Stark, CEO. I take it you're not talking about the Marvel character? Captain Finity? So what do you think of my dynamic rodent? I'm going to color it in, but still.
I think it has a lot of problems.
Okay.
I think that his shoes, in particular, I could see this line on his shoes going above his pants. What are you talking about? Why is that?
Oh, that? That's supposed to be like, the flap type thing that shoes have. So,
But why is there a line through the flap?
because I forgot to erase it.
Oh. Yeah, you should erase that.
I'm in the middle of doing that.
And also, the rodent's right hand is on his right thigh. So is that supposed to be his pocket line, or is that like a crease that his hand is making?
This one here?
That's the left hand. No, that's the left one. I said the right one.
Okay. No, you're not seeing part of the hand because of the shirt there. Oh, or are you talking right here, this line? That's supposed to be a pocket.
I'm still.
Still what?
Yeah, the pocket is in the front part of the leg of the pants. That, like, if your pants had a crease, that would be like where the crease of the pants was. Pocket would not be there. You would be able to see the pocket.
So you don't think that should be there?
No, I know that it shouldn't be there.
Okay, well, I took out those couple things. Or corrected those little things.
Also, that cluster of folds on the crook of his arm there, on the right side of the drawing. The right side of the drawing, not the left side. Yeah, that cluster there. It's too complicated, and it's also incorrect, so it's drawing the eye, like the attention to it.
No.
Yeah, with the style of the drawing that you have, you should realistically only have one line indicating the crease.
Uh-huh.
Now, why didn't you put any kind of detail on his hand? Is it because the hand's in the pocket?
This one, there's no... I don't know why I didn't. I just... guess I could... Didn't want to make it look worse than what it probably already looked, which that, I think, is doing.
It's not, and you also have to put in, because of the angle of the hand, you have to put in the where the thumb and the forefinger crease. You're going to be able to see the where the fist loops around itself and that little twisty triangle thing. You know.
That better?
A little bit, yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. I saw that. No, I'm talking about the D-list YouTuber. Yeah, well, that's more what I thought you meant, Captain Finity. I think the dynamic rodent is the worst character of 2023 so far. Oh. But that's just me. His creator seems nice. Morning Coffee says. Dillert's question for DR its creator was key. Which question? Dillard asked a few questions. I probably think I know which one you're talking or close to, though. The one, what would make me want to read this book? Right? Oh, why should I get excited about your book? Yeah. Close to the... I love watching pitches on Critical Blast. Yeah. People explaining the book, and it's so often like,
Can you share what I'm showing here?
yeah, a sec. Where's... Okay. Let me take that. Okay. I think my mom's gonna come in. My mom's coming in. Let's see.
See that there? I think that's how the hand should be.
Okay, let me.
Oh, John. Main 2 hours. Probably don't.
Uh-huh.
Again, I don't know what kind of material the glove is made out of or whatever, but
Yeah.
like the crease should be like that, so that when you put it also on the hand, let's say if I were to replace the hand here with this hand, let me get rid of the other hand. You don't want that tangent, because there's a tangent happening right now where the line of the shirt follows right into the crook of the hand, and it looks like it's continuing.
Yeah.
So you'd want to, here, you want to do this, and with a pen, you kind of go like that, maybe one crease, make it bigger, follow it along, like that.
Papa channels.
You want to change the direction abruptly. You want lines going into intersecting lines. You don't want lines going into another line that's following it like that, you know?
Think so, yeah.
Like that. That would be like the hand like that.
Yeah.
That's just what I think.
Let's see. Captain Finity says, like with their like yesterday with their anthology, the writing is really good. Yeah, I am gonna need something specific.
Huh?
Just reading. He was referring to like Critical Blast. He says he loved watching the pitches on Critical Blast. People explaining their books, and it's so often like. And he says,
What's
like,
that
yeah, trying to.
Oh, it's so often like Z.
A snore fest. Like yesterday with their anthology, the writing is really good. Yeah, I'm gonna need something specific, he says.
And so, what happens on that show, that Critical Blast show, where they give pitches? Does Critical Blast, does RJ then give out advice or something on how to make your pitch better, or is it just promote?
I'm not sure. I've watched him a bit. I've been on once or twice.
And
I
you sound like the perfect person to ask this question.
I'm not sure whether he gave. I forget whether he gave me any advice or not. I think it was just more promote. You know, he might try and help them a little bit or whatever. You know, if he thinks he needs to or whatever. I'm not 100% sure. Well, another major thing about these two things is my arm size are very different too. The one arm is really big, and then the other arm is really small.
Well, at least you know how to fix it. Because I know you've heard me ad nauseum talk about like give the analogy. You know, pretend you just saw the greatest movie of your life and you're really keen to tell somebody about it, you know, how would you do that? What is it about your book that got you so excited that you needed to tell this story? What is this story that's like, wow, you're gonna love this, you know?
Yeah.
But you know, you get the answer. Oh, you're gonna have to read it to find out. Okay, well, good luck with that.
You need to make a trailer that, you know, says all that, in a sense. You know, that's what trailers are really about, trying to make people think movies are super great, right? Maybe they are, maybe they're not.
Yeah.
But they're trying to get you to, oh yeah, this is movie's so great, you just need to go to see it, right?
Mm-hmm. You know, convince me. I'm willing to be convinced.
Yeah. Make me believe in you and whatever you're doing.
And I'm gonna be honest, like if you can't think of a way to tell me about your story that sounds exciting, your story's probably not exciting.
Either that or you just need a whole lot more marketing skills.
No, because even if like there are people that talk about their stories and you could tell they're excited about their story, right?
Yeah.
One of those people is Fizchozo. Fizchozo is always super jazzed about his stories. He can't even get a sentence out about what's happening without him cracking himself up,
Yeah.
you know? But he has really, really bad marketing skills. But I feel the passion behind his work.
Yeah.
If Fizchozo ever did come out with a book, I would probably back it.
You know what?
If I don't feel that heat coming from you about your story, I ain't backing anything you're talking about.
Yeah, I get that. Okay. What do you think now, John?
Why did you put that second line there? Ugh.
What second line?
And also, you forgot to fix his thumb area.
I did.
Does he have his thumb tucked under his fingers now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, probably not the best way to do a punch or whatever. I could change that easy, you know, I guess. But I'm not sure it's going to look better. That look better? Worse?
Oh, let me go take a look.
I am sharing the image on Discord, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not trying to get a great work of art here. I just I wanted,
Why not?
I'm just trying to get a basic representation or a good basic representation of his character.
Why?
Why? Just to show off his character, although I know I should be trying to do a very great character. Or great
Well, yeah.
movie.
If you're not gonna try to do a good one, why don't you just show off a character, like show off his character, from his book, like just grab a picture, like this is his character.
So, got a bluish shirt or sweater. So, getting some more Canadian tussle done. How many pages are you away from being done?
2.
2? Oh, that's good.
Yep.
And then you gotta go print it up and all that. Start sending it out.
Nope. That will be Dark Gift's job.
Oh, yeah, well. That's good.
I am paying him so that he does my fulfillment. I'm not having any of it. I don't want anything to do with fulfillment. Not for this anyway.
I guess you don't have to sign any of the books, or...
Nope.
Well, that's, I guess, good. So, have you closed down the campaign, or will it be closed once you put everything in Dark Gift's hands?
Yep. That's when the campaign will be closed.
So, what's next on the agenda for your books after this?
The Ballad of Bucklet.
I know you've got a few pages of that done. How close is that to being done?
Not at all.
Not at all close. How many pages is that going to be?
Oh, probably around 40.
Oh, that's not too bad. That's pretty good. Hopefully it does better than the original Buckler book.
Mm-hmm. I certainly hope so. I'll be perfectly honest. If the Ballad of Bucklet doesn't do good, like I'm probably not even going to continue with the Buckler stories. It's a ton of work for no return.
And what do you consider doing good? Or do you know?
I might try something else. I might try the T-Rex book.
Yeah. No, but I mean, what do you consider it doing good? The Bucklet book, like what? I guess price.
Oh, it needs to make at least. It needs to make at least $25,000. Then it would make it, worth doing at least.
Yeah. Well, hopefully with more people now on Fund My Comic and knowing about it, it will do better than Canadian Tussle.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Because I'd really like to see the Buckler Book 2 do good.
So would I.
Or
But
come,
it is what it is.
or come to be, I mean.
Yeah, it's very selfish of you, Ruth.
It's selfish of me to want you to be able to put out Book 2.
Yeah.
Why is it selfish of me? Just because it's going to be the
I don't know, you're a
Canadian...
pretty smart guy. Pretty smart guy. I think you can figure it out.
Just because the Canadian Shield's going to be in it. And it's going to be Canadian Shield and Buckler. Doing a throwdown. And
You
then,
got it.
and then of course, Insecto's making a small appearance. Although it's hard to tell whether I'll have Insecto out by then or not. Especially with everything that you're doing for everybody.
Yep.
Dario, Infinity, myself, Yellow Flash.
Yep.
Anybody else you got books that you're doing for too at this time, or?
Nope.
I know when I'm down there in just under a month's time now, I'm going to be trying to have some money to give you in person for probably 10 pages of Snowdrift.
Nice.
Now, obviously, it'll take you a little bit to do them, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which should put me up to page 16, and then I just gotta... Just because giving you the money in person is gonna reduce some costs. The whole PayPal thing.
It's always good to reduce costs.
It was 16, that's 6 pages, I think. Well, 16 will be done. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, yeah. It'll be 6 pages away from being done. And then I'm gonna have to pay off Fly Fox. Because he's doing the Flame 3. Or, I mean the Flame 1. So if I'm able to, well, which I probably will, make sure I'm able to. You willing to do Snowdrift 3?
Yeah. I mean, if I'm able to, absolutely.
Hopefully, by the time I'm doing that campaign, or get it, campaign, you're not. Got a whole bunch of people wanting you to do books.
Why would you hope that? What a jerk.
Well, being selfish, right? So I can make sure I get my book done by you.
Just so we're all aware, you just admitted that you are in fact selfish.
Yes, I can be. I think we all can be at times.
Nope, not me. Never me.
You're never selfish, John?
Never. Not ever. I'm an altruist. A true altruist.
So you're never selfish?
That's what I just said 2 times.
Would your wife agree?
Of course. She co-signs everything I say. She says, "Honey Chow, what a blessing it was. What did I do so good in my previous life to land a guy like you?"
And when did she say that?
Just yesterday she said that.
Was it your birthday? I tease.
Hey, you're a funny guy, Rick.
I try. There we go. Tree Goblin says he is back with Bear.
Oh my.
Well, thanks for coming back. I hope you enjoy your beer. Have you had to look after those kids yet, Tree Goblin? Or is that later on in the day? Or the night, as it might be for you? And I'm getting dynamic rodent colored up here. And sorry for not getting on the other day after I ate, John, when you started up your stream.
That's okay. It was an awful stream.
Why was it an awful stream?
Because of the guests I had on.
And who were your guests?
I thought you were in the chat. You saw the guests.
Well, I was in the chat for a bit, not the whole thing. Or I might have even had my computer on to have it watch, but I wasn't there the whole time.
Well, basically, it was just your buddy from the Rodent book and Fish Chozo talking about comics, and I was like, I'm fucking out of here. So I left the stream. I just left it for about an hour and a half.
Oh, you let them talk?
I'm assuming they talked. I wasn't watching.
I know Darren Wagner came on for a bit, didn't he?
Yeah, that made it even worse.
Sorry to hear that, then.
Yeah, you can only take so much, and then you just gotta be like, you know what, I'm out of here. It's just too much. It's too much nonsense.
I'm surprised you just wouldn't have shut down the stream at that point, you know. It is your show. But you were nice to give them the airtime, I guess, then. To promote
Well,
whatever.
like I said, I'm altruistic. Never selfish, always altruistic. That's John in a nutshell.
Ah, you're starting to convince me.
Let me go send a message to group chat. Group chat. Patriot Room. Just a reminder. Deep in finishing up my side campaign. Gonna be able to make it to today's meeting.
That's for the Yellow Flash book, eh?
Yeah, we'll be back at it hard.
What's with the loud sound going on? Well, I think that's Dillard typing, and I think he's got a fan going on to keep himself cool. Because, you know, it's hot there in California.
Okay.
Okay, so put this underneath that layer. Okay, so let's see the edges of this. Make sure we got things good.
What is that mess on the end of the cape right there? My goodness.
What do you mean?
All those hairlines coming out of it.
Probably me not having cleaned up lines good.
Clean up your lines, Rick.
Oh, that's what I'm doing.
Oh, I thought you were coloring.
Well, I'm doing that too. But me, it's zoomed in here. I can clean up a little easier as I go along.
How come you never show what I'm drawing?
Well, I do too at times. I didn't know that you were showing anything to be shown to be being drawn. Sometimes you don't show.
I've been showing something for the last 30 minutes. I've been showing stuff.
Wait, well, I'm watching my screen while I'm doing stuff on it. Unfortunately, I cannot see yours and mine at the same time. Okay, so let's...
You even made a comment. You were like, "Oh, you're still working on the Buckler stuff?" I'm like, "Yep."
Yeah, I was saying that more as a question, not knowing. Although I seen it when you switched over from showing me about the hand, too. Okay, so... Rick is gatekeeping Dillard's art. Shake my head. Says, Tree Up. Hey, Yucky! Yucky says justice for Dillard. Hold on, folks.
What do you wish? What are you talking about?
John heard all that probably, but you guys didn't. So there we have Dillard's stuff is up now, showing. Tree Goblin says Dark Day for CG, and then says Oi Yucky, and Yucky says Hey Tree, the white noise is amazing. Yes, it is. I wonder whether I can do something about that. It's quite torturous. How bad is it for you guys now? Now it's just a question of Dillard talks. Can you hear him? Okay, John, you want to say something?
Like what? What do you want me to say?
That sounds good. Can you guys hear John when he talked there? It started when Dillard. Yeah, I know. Dillard's got a fan on, probably. It's hot in California. So he's wanting to stay cool as he draws. And yes, I guess that is to hearing Dillard. So, okay, so that problem is solved. They can hear you and not hear all the extra noise. It's just on my end that I have to put up with it, and I don't mind. I'd rather have to deal with that and have Dillard here. Hashtag blame Dillard says.
What?
Oh, gee. Oh, we were talking about your fan.
Oh, what about my fans? What about my many fans? What about them?
Well, before I put on the noise suppression filter for my stream, people could hear them very much.
They are ravenous for more Buckler content.
So I put the noise suppression on. Now they can't hear it, but they can still hear you. So it's not as torturous to them.
Wow. Torturous? Wow.
Yes, and that was Tree Goblin. Saying the white noise was quite torturous, which is, I believe, the fans. I don't know why I didn't think about doing it sooner when you were on, trying to use noise suppression. Well, anybody comes on now, I have that on. So it's just people on the panel that'll have to put up with it. And I don't mind. It's my show. Actually, Tree Goblin didn't say blame Dillard. He said blame Dullard.
Oh my.
He spelt your name wrong.
That's quite the insult.
Hey, Sketchbook.
That's not good.
Somehow I think he accidentally spelt it wrong because the U and I are right next to each other. And fat fingers tend to.
You
Mess
heard it
up
here
on it.
first. Rick Piper called Tree Goblin a fat ass.
No, I said he might have fat fingers. I don't know for sure. So I know my sketchbook has fat fingers. Just got I copied Risey. Says Tree Goblin. My sketchbook says I just got notified YouTube took down one of my videos for promoting Rumble. Oh, lovely. I guess they're scared of Rumble.
Why would they not take down a video promoting another platform?
Tree Goblin says I'm super fit. Well, I guess it depends on what you mean by promoting too, because I've done stuff said about being on Rumble before on YouTube, and never had a problem with it. Oh, Sketch, have you had a chance to look at Canadian Shield 4 yet? Since you said you're waiting for the cover to be done? Or finishing the cover? No, it's good that you're, I guess, super fit or fit. They're Tree Goblin.
I should have drew this hand before. I'm just freehanding it. That's not good.
Well, that's not very handy. I was double super fit. What is double super fit? Until about 3 years ago, says Tree Goblin.
I don't know, but it sounds hot.
Sounds obsessive. I still climb mountains though. Yeah, but there's a lot of mountains probably where you live, so you probably have to just to get around. Well, Scotland's the one that has a lot of hills. I was perfect skateboarding shape until 43. Ah, cool. Well, depends what you mean by skateboarding shape, but till in my 20s I could ride a skateboard, and then I started getting fat. And my center of balance became a little bit off. Okay, I just don't know what color his shoes are supposed to be. I have to look at the book, I guess.
So, did you read the first book at all, or you haven't still finished the first book yet either?
No, I haven't finished the first book yet. I'm gonna finish it tomorrow. I'm
Not
going.
bad, huh?
No, it's not that it's that bad. It's just I'm gonna be on the bus tomorrow. I would have read it yesterday or today, but I ended up deciding that I was gonna be going on a little bit of a trip Saturday to Oakville, taking the city bus to get there. So I want some reading material. Not that I don't have a lot of comics to read, but
What you doing in Oakville?
there's a pool party through the Christian Singles that I attend.
Ooh, Christian singles pool party. Now this is interesting. What are you gonna wear?
Shorts and t-shirt.
Uh-huh. And you were telling me you've been losing weight. Where are you at now?
I'm about 240. Last week
Not bad.
when I weighed myself Monday, I was I think 241. So I'm hoping this week I'll get down to like 240 or 239.
Nice.
That's my big goal
You have any
right
idea
now.
who's gonna be there?
No. This guy Gabe.
And is this is the new church you went to? You're going to anyway?
It's not through the new church. It's part of the singles group that I've been a part of for a while. Although, it's through it, but it's not through it. This guy Gabe, that's part of the group. He throws a couple parties like this a year, and usually it's basically Christian singles. But we're just there talking, whatever, having a good time. He's got a small pool, or a medium-sized pool. I'm not sure what you consider small, medium.
Neither do I.
So except for the shoes and some
tell me.
Tell you what.
Yeah, I want to know your entire ensemble. Do you have it laid out already? Do you have it like?
Oh no, I'm just gonna wake up, grab a good pair of shorts, which will act as a bathing suit, and not
Not
sure what.
basketball shorts, right?
What are basketball shorts?
Like those green basketball shorts you always wear.
Well, it might be a different
The
color.
shorts
or
that are
whatever.
like mesh.
There might be a different color. I don't know. I have a few different colors of shorts that are similar. So, except for his,
Yeah. What about the shirt? What about the shirt you're gonna wear? Are you gonna wear like a nice big floofy like a Hawaiian style shirt?
no, I don't even have any of those in my thing. I'm probably just gonna either wear a blank shirt with nothing on it, or maybe something with my Canadian, one of my Canadian Shield ones.
What about footwear? What are you gonna do for footwear?
Probably the sandals that I've been wearing.
You got a pair of sandals?
Yeah,
What is? Are those like thongs, like flip flops, or they got
No,
like
no.
multiple straps?
multiple straps here. Let me get it. I can get one and show you. Just give me a sec.
Yeah. So this guy that runs the Christian singles thing, is he also single? I wonder.
I'm back. Sandals, good choice. Says Tree Goblin. Let's see. Well, there's my sandal.
Oh no. So are you going to be getting in the pool?
Yeah. I wear sandals with toes, says Tree Goblin. These were given to me a few years back. I went to I think I went to Guatemala and Brazil with these sandals.
Yeah, don't tell any of the girls that.
Tree Goblin says yes, very cool.
Girls like
Girls-
like it when you wear newer shoes. They don't like trusty old shoes. They don't like those. Now, do you have any shorts that are like white or beige or khaki colored?
Yeah, I got a couple of those, I think. I've got like 30 or 40 pairs of shorts, so hold on. Hold on. I'm back. So yeah, I got like 30 or 40 pairs of shorts. Um, I've walked miles in mine, says Tree Goblin. Yeah, same here.
So this guy that throws your pool party, is he a single?
Um, I believe so. I know he's dating somebody right now, but other than that, he's not married or anything. And it's mainly singles there. I don't even think there is anybody that's married there, but I could be wrong. Because I don't know who everybody is that goes there. I don't know, 3/4 or half, 3/4, 2/3. Somewhere between a third and 2/3, I'd probably say I know of people. Guatemala, Brazil. Are you Mormon? No, no. I went on a missions trip through my church for like a week. Well, 10 days. Each one was 10 days. Actually, for the Brazil one, I did a little bit of funding on here. A lot of people were around here. Dillard was around, I think, at the time for that.
Yep.
Actually, it's when I went to.
When have I ever not been around? Really?
Yeah. Was it was it when I went to Guatemala, or was it when I went to Brazil that everything seemed to it was Brazil that everything a lot of shit hit the fan and comic skate. You know who used to say that? The Nazis. What? And Sketch, did you hear my question earlier? Just got, yeah, okay, I read that. Did you hear my question earlier about whether you've looked at Canadian Shield 4 yet or not? Sketchbook? No, you didn't. You told me to put up. Wait for a little bit of a response from the chat. Why are you being so miserable today? No, I'm being miserable. Yeah, I just found out about the pool party, I think yesterday. Signed up to go, and I know. Because they do some sign up type thing that way they know how much food to make, because they provide the hot dogs, hamburgers, sausages. I'm reading it. Okay, cool. Let me know if you have any problems reading it, especially with the grammar or whatever. And what do you think so far? With what you read, or how much have you read of it? So, we should see whether... Looking, here's a page from thing. It doesn't really show his feet, his shoes, what color they are. Uh, anyways, it's that time. Anything you'd like to promote, John?
Yeah, I'd like to promote this super cool website I just found out about. can I share my screen?
Yeah, yeah. To see whether.
Let's see here.
Well, I know I'm alone. Well, I heard of
There we go.
on YouTube the other day. Sometimes God can bless a single man or woman. There's some good things that comes out of it. Visit people, talk to them. Just started. I'll DM you about it later. Okay. Okay, so I'm showing off.
Okay, so this website is called Amazon, and on this website you can buy a bunch of stuff.
Jeez, I would have
Now-
never guessed.
Now, what they sell like shorts like these khaki shorts, right? You
Yeah.
can use them with a belt or without a belt. Now, this is the perfect like pool party attire. You get a pair of khaki shorts, and you get a pair of like these that they're wearing here, or like on this tab, a low top sneakers. They don't have to be expensive. They can be very cheap as long as they're low top, and white. They also sell these shirts here, these buttoned up short sleeve shirts. Now, if you had like a white T-shirt, a plain white T-shirt to put on under this, that would be like the perfect pool party ensemble. Then you could take your basketball shorts in a towel, wrapped up, so you can change into your pool swimming gear.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect. Then, you could even dress this up with like a hat. Any kind of hat, but it can't be like a hat with like a logo. It'd just be like a plain baseball cap, or even like that what do you call it, hat? Let me see. Let's look at the pool party hat, right? You get a pair of sunglasses or a men's hat. Let's see. Here, you get a hat like this guy, right? Look at his sunglasses and his hat. He's having a good time.
Okay, are you showing a different page? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, check it out. Check it out. Check out this guy right here by the pool. Look at this guy. Look at this guy in his hat and his sunglasses. He's having a good time. Short shorts, white sneakers.
Yeah.
Now, this is stuff you probably... Look at this ensemble right here. There you go. This is stuff that you probably already have in your closet. Like a pair of short khaki shorts. Maybe some small... They could even be blue. Just some slip-on, low-top shoes.
Yeah, I
No
don't
socks.
have any of those. The shoes, that is.
Maybe a hat, it doesn't have to be a khaki button-up shirt or a Hawaiian one. Just any short-sleeve button-up shirt, any color, as long as it's not black.
Yeah.
A blue one like this, white one like this. It could be a Hawaiian one like this. That's the pool party gear you want to go in. That'll catch you a single. I'll tell you what. Look at this loser in his purple shirt. That's still appropriate. That's all. I just wanted to promote that website. It's pretty good.
Okay. Well, I do have sunglasses, though.
There you go.
See?
Yep, perfect.
Yeah, well, I'm going to thank John for coming on. Of course. And thank everybody in the chat for coming by. It's been great having John on, as usual. Great for having everybody in the chat come by. And white shirt says Tree Goblin. And we will be back Monday. Of course, I'll be putting up some short videos and other videos throughout the weekend as well. So thanks everybody for coming by. We'll catch you all later. Bye for now. God bless. Have a great and wonderful day.